Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake here for another reaction, and today I'm reacting to Doctor Who Season 2 Episode 4. Now guys, firstly I want to apologise about the the reactions being up and then getting taken down. BBC are doing this thing which is, and they keep on doing this thing, and I fucking hate them for it, is that they go, everything's all okay guys, it's fine. And then you upload, when you press publish and everything's going well, and then 4 days later they're like, we did a manual review, you're not using this. Unless you trim out all these segments. And you go onto it and the segments are not, like, some of them are 4 seconds and you're like, I probably could get rid of that. But then some of them are 7 minutes. And it's like, no, don't get me wrong, it's their property. I shouldn't really be worried about it. But my thing is that surely the system that once you can go this review, it should realistically be meaning like, oh, we're not going to do anything after that. I don't know, it just annoys me. So I want to apologise. That's why the got to like 3k views and I was like, this is brilliant. And then it got taken out. So that one's going to get uploaded midweek, just because I had to make sure they wouldn't take it down again. So yeah, just wanted to update you on that. But what happened in the last episode was the well. We had the return of the creature from midnight. I thought it was a fantastic episode. The general consensus is that people either really enjoyed it or loved it. I didn't see many people that didn't like it. It just was such a great episode. The tension it built, the acting was fantastic from everyone involved. Murray Gold was having fun with his music again. Like I said, this season Murray Gold has been on point with it. He's not just like last season. I felt like he just sort of made his way through and he was like, yeah, okay, cool, that's fine. This one I am feeling Doctor Who bursting I'd say bursting into my eardrums, I was meant to say there. But yeah, I just thought it was a fantastic episode. Whether this turns out to be eventually, because you know how it was like, oh, it came out of the well laughing, what kind of laugh was it, whether that turned out to be one of the gods which we're dealing with or it's not, I don't know. But it would be cool if the Doctor dealt with one of the gods earlier in in his life. But yeah, listen, is that we've had 2 back-to-back episodes which were fantastic. Which were either great or fantastic. Like it was like, okay, cool. So everyone, including myself, was like, oh yeah, we're so fucking back. And we may be, but also we may get the worst episode ever created in this one. So. But I have no idea what's happening in this episode. I go in blind to these things. I ignore promos. So, yeah. Rather than talk any more rubbish, I am just going to jump into this, guys. So, I hope I enjoy this episode. I hope you enjoy this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That would be superb. I do reactions to this, but I also do reactions to New Who as well. With my little brother Charlie. Those are released every 2 weeks on a Saturday. And we are currently on season 4 of New Who. So that's the Doctor and Donna Noble. I think last week was Silence in the Library. So next Saturday, if we're going by at this moment in time, next Saturday it will be Forest of the Dead, followed by 2 weeks after that, Midnight. So yeah, yeah. So I just thought you guys know that if you're interested, there's other stuff as well. Like, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you on the other side. That is a great look. He's not even meaning to, but that is a great look.
Definitely Earth. Definitely London.
Smells like shit here.
Definitely when.
Look, I have found 50p. We are winning.
I was about to say, what a day. What a day.
Conrad, I'm the Doctor, and this is Belinda, Chandra.
Why is this child by himself in central London?
It's 2007.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Where was I in New Year's in 2007? Oh, I think I was at my parents' old house, staying at home whilst they went out. I was a teenager, so I could. But there was me and my other cousins, and I got rat-arsed. Hold on, no, was that? How was 2007? Yeah, I was about 14 or 15, I think 15. And yeah, and I drank the drinks. No one gave me drinks, just want to put it there. I took the drink myself. And I was supposed to be babysitting. And I say babysitting, my cousins were only like about a year younger. And I was pissed. So much so that we had my little brother Charlie, he was young at the time, and there was a baby gate, and so much so that I opened the door with the baby gate, but I put all my pressure on it. So as I've opened it, I've just fallen forward and smacked my face on the floor. It was wonderful. Great times. Anyway, let's go.
Note for you.
Why?
Cause it is your lucky day.
I mean, that's 50p.
Where are your parents?
That could get you a lot in 2007.
Should we get you to them?
My boy understands 50p's a fucking gold mine.
Happy New
Enough with the lies. It's not a lie. Look.
Oh.
Spoiling my night.
Motherfucker!
When I first that box ever since.
Was that? Oh. No, listen. There's certain... I'd probably be about Conrad's age in 2007, maybe a little bit older. And I think my parents would have given me a clipper in the ear. Different generation, etc, etc. But that's all I ever got. So I can't be too angry. But at the same time, don't lay hands on your children. Had to watch back the clip behind the ears again. I recognise the actress as well.
Stories of that box. She's even been inside it. I'm gonna ask her to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My
Ah!
name is Ruby Simply.
Oh, no! Hold on! Don't tell everyone the secrets of the TARDIS for a podcast. But Ruby, welcome back! I think I remember you from the trailer. But don't tell people about the secrets of the TARDIS!
Fast forward 17 years, and it happened again. Last year.
Oh, that must have been fucking traumatizing on some level. I like how the
Only this time.
chameleon circuit, not the chameleon circuit, the well, it's not the chameleon. Well, it's kind of chameleon, but it's also the it's the thing that makes you look away. It's weird how when you don't you don't notice it. The thing that builds, I can't remember the fucking name for it now, but maybe it's part of the chameleon circuit. But it's when it makes you literally you notice it, but you don't notice it. You don't want to notice it. Whatever it is, how it doesn't work. But in times when you're supposed to find the TARDIS, like when well, I would dare say time finds a way and you're supposed to find the TARDIS at that moment. So that's when suddenly it's like, hello, you can see us now. Conrad, why are you going in? Conrad, why are you going in? My brother in Christ, you've heard snarling. And there's mannequins. There's mannequins. I'd be punching every single mannequin and snarling. Mannequins and snarling. You're in for a good time, Conrad. I'd be roundhouse kicking every single one of them. That's way too fast. That's way too snarly. Why we chill? What? Honest to God, I'd be losing my shit. Ugh. Brother, ugh.
What's that? What's that, brother?
No, there's no way you'd see me go up there, especially with that mannequin at the top. Oh, that's scary. That is scary. That is proper scary.
No, disgusting is what it was. Please, please tell me.
Oh, this is also still on their adventures that we didn't see.
Do I drink it?
tastes like candy floss.
Oh. Oh, you're a fibber.
But at least
I love myself a pun, Doctor. I appreciate that.
Half an hour ago we were hanging out with the Beatles.
Oh, it was right after the Beatles episode. Half an hour off the bat of meeting Maestro, a god. You're out here dealing with a shriek. That's nuts.
For a whole year.
And I've got another mum now, Louise, but that's a long story. And also a new dad.
Yay!
But that's an even
Also a new dad?
Christmas just gone.
What?
Police box, because I am such a fan. I mean,
Someone from Unit listening to the podcast.
some trolls online say Unit is just a cover story for something else.
You've seen so many aliens. Shut up. As in the trolls, not this dude.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
You have time for a quick one?
Oh,
I mean,
now, no.
coffee, obviously, or tea,
I just clocked on what that meant, possibly.
Sounds. First thing you'd notice is the lights.
Okay, Ruby, there's no need to get so creepy about it.
Electricity show itself.
Oh, this is cool, actually. Oh my god, that's cool. It's so fucking creepy.
Heart racing. Once you scared and running.
Yeah, Ruby, you got me scared and running, mate. Well, not running. Running in my fucking shorts. I've had too. Oh, sorry. I've had too much in the last episode with the stuff behind the head. Can we not, please? Let's keep it nice. But Ruby's back, yay!
Drink it tonight, and it blocks the shriek from tracking you.
Make him drink it now.
He gave me this.
You kept the 50p. That's sweet. That's gonna be sold in the Doctor Who shop, by the way. Are we getting Mama Bear?
I promised Louise a photo.
Mama Bear! Cherry! Oh my god, there was a pair of me in the head like, there's nothing wrong with Cherry, right? There's nothing wrong with Cherry. And here she is, the queen of the land, Cherry. Everyone stand or sit up straight for Cherry.
I wonder if you're on the Instagram.
And if you scroll down, he's got your shirt off.
Oh, Mama Bear! Oh, Cherry, enjoy your evening. Oh, I love her.
Hilarious. No. She died. Liver cancer.
Oh.
You sure about that?
I'm sorry, I'm not as cool as the Doctor.
No one's as cool as the Doctor. Don't set the bar so high, please.
If he was here, it'd be flirting with you. The TARDIS.
TARDIS.
Oh, it's the most incredible thing you'll ever see in your entire life, and I've seen incredible
Oh,
things.
don't tell him too much just in case. I like to think he's nice, but don't tell him too much. Where's Mrs. Flood? Where is she? Come on out, you coward! Nice. Oh, sugar! We're jumping forward.
Babes, how many days is this now? I'm not counting.
Who the fudging's you?
Is it? Monday.
Cherry gets a big old kiss and hug, please. There she is.
And be very careful. I have been to English villages. I got looked.
And I don't think
friends are like that,
that's gonna affect these two.
Okay, I can't be...
Oh, it's her mother! It's just hit me! It's her mother! It's just hit me! Oh my god, I was like, who the fuck are you? It's her mum! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. That's her mother. Her other mother. Her two mothers. Her two mothers and the queen of the country.
Never had a relationship the way they're carrying on. What?
It's the first time you mentioned relationship.
You said relationship.
There we go.
I'm not your boyfriend.
Well, let's just say
Why are you going on a weekend away if you're not boyfriend girlfriend? Alright, sometimes there can be glitches, Ruby. But also at the same time we didn't see him take the antidote, so...
Not again. This happened at the bus stop.
Look at her. You cannot take the time traveller out of the humming. I guess that's a saying now.
No quantum echo at that location. Hang on, I'll check the national grid.
I was not expecting you!
It means body rolls after Mel.
Oh no, always got time. I like working late.
Hold on. Kate. Listen, I just think he's a little bit young. He's a little bit young, Kate. Kate, just a little bit. Listen, you're all consenting adults and stuff like that. Just a little bit young. But consenting adults, so wow, this is I was not expecting this.
Got the shriek locked away, and if your friend took the antidote, he's fine.
If he took the antidote, but we never saw.
Maybe that you're on alert all the time. Trust me, I know what that's like.
Yeah, well, she asked it again. When you travel with the Doctor, your life changes.
Try and relax. Just checking you're still with us.
Yeah, please do. Thank you. What if there's a second shriek though? What if there's a second one we don't know about?
I think I'm in shock. PTSD.
Yeah. It's hard to readjust.
It was just not... I thought gods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actual gods.
And now you have to get back to everyday life.
I was eaten by a double bass.
Oh yeah.
Kidnapped by... It's like fight or flight, and I'm just waiting for something to go wrong.
Yeah, how could you cannot go back to normal. That's why most people should probably go into things like Torchwood or Unit or or their own sort of thing, like Sarah Jane did. You know, you have like that's your new normal now. It's well, no, at that moment in time, you could obviously try and fight through it and end up having a happy, normal, chill life. It's things can happen, but in that moment in time, it is more like a fight or flight sort of thing, and you're more likely going to fight more than anything. So trying to ignore the fight and do flight is going to be harder. Anyway, let's get back.
Free drinks till they're back on. Not my fault.
Free drinks until it gets back on. You best believe I'm punching every light bulb out. Motherfuck. What's the... Why is the antidote not working? If he even took it. Look! It's creepy as fuck.
I didn't take the antidote.
Why? Why didn't you take the antidote?
Be brave, like the doctor.
You have no idea what you've done.
Bro. Why? Why did you have to do this? You silly bastard. That's the issue with these people. They compare themselves to the Doctor too much because, again, they're the hero and it emasculates a lot of men as well. You best believe, if anything, if I was like, yeah, oh God, firstly, I would take the antidote. Secondly, I'd fall into the Doctor's arms like, oh, save me. Oh, I would. Fucking men. But also just particularly insecure men, let's say. Because, again, he even said he wanted to be brave.
I'm not afraid.
You should be.
Fucking thank you. Now you have to call the doctor. Call the doctor.
Well, the shriek's here.
Well, then there's more of them. They're in the village.
Oh, the whole crew's here.
Sorry, love. Who put you in charge?
Shut up, you little bearded prick. God, I miss Ruby.
I'm coming. This is my fault.
Why are you after getting a weapon? Don't have to be a hero all the time.
Talking to myself. That's very Doctor.
There is a telephone box nearby there, so... Okay, maybe I'll show up. Oh, you absolute... I want to... Oh, if he dies... Here's the thing, I don't want him to die because he's made a silly mistake and he's a nice enough lad, from what I can tell. Not that I hope he has got an hidden ulterior motive, but it's like... It's your stupidity and your bravery does not make you brave. Like a very noble. It just makes you stupid. It's I just want to smack him in the forehead. I do. Oh, Sparky dead. Oh, Sparky's dead. Hold on. His name. Hold on. His name was probably not even Sparky, but he was an electrician, and as usual, I don't know if it's actually elsewhere in the UK, but at least in England, an electrician is called Sparky. So they've called him basically a double electrician there by going Sparky's Electrics. But they're calling him by his title. It's weird. It's like, for example, it's if your friend was a nurse, you won't go, "Where's nurse?" Or "Where's the lawyer? Where's lawyer gone?" It's you would call them a name, or I don't know. I just find it a little bit strange that. Anyway, get back. God bless Unit, Kate and the crew, fucking aces. Oh, hold on.
Got ya.
Hold on, it's kids doing a prank.
I would do, boss. Nailed it. We're a think tank, exposing the lies perpetuated by Unit.
A few moments later.
I actually can't believe that. I actually, I don't think you realise how... I'm kind of shocked. I am shocked. I was not expecting that at all. But I'm not happy with it. I think I want him dead for what he's done to Ruby. Alright. We're in a safe space. Okay, cool. Conrad dead. We all on board? Alright.
And we're live streaming, so don't get trigger happy.
This isn't funny.
You're dealing with the government force that could just shoot you and deal with it.
Weeks now. Put up with your insecurity and vanity.
Oh,
Piano
Oh, fine. We need to kill him. He needs to be dead. Dead. Immediately dead. I need him dead. Murdered. Slaughtered.
You made a very big, very dangerous.
Yes. Yes. This is fucking unit. It's a government force. I don't care if she should recognize him. Don't care.
No Cybermen, no Sycorax, no Yeti.
Oh, these fucking conspiracy theorists. Oh, they're really after the fucking trolls online this season.
Using taxes, collecting benefits, stealing our taxes before she lies to us.
Oh, god damn it. You fucking... Wow, they really make you hate them real quick, don't they?
Ruby Sunday. Is that even your name, by the way? Because it's ridiculous.
Slap him. Slap him on live stream. I'm okay.
Arrest them.
Yes. Yes, actually. Throw him in a cell. Next to... Throw him in a cell with the fucking Shriek or Shrek or... I can't remember what his name is. It's actually... He's wound me up so much I've forgotten what the creature's called now. Throw him in with the Shrek. I literally have just written down need him dead. That's all I've written down as part of my notes. That was that... Yeah. Do you know what? Talk about not... I did not see that coming at all. Like, not at all. Okay, hold on. But now that we know that if he didn't take the antidote, which more than likely he didn't, because he's going to be thinking it's like some sort of like government fucking thing to give him a... The government gives it to him to be able to control his mind or something like that. That's why he didn't take the antidote. If the Shriek does escape, or the Shrek... I know what. If the Shrek does escape, that means it is coming for him. And he's an ableist. I can't... Yeah. I need him dead, guys. It's a good thing to feel on a Saturday morning. Want someone murdered.
Fascism on the streets of Britain tonight. An innocent podcaster.
Oh, of course. Of course.
British village we can see on the video that
Oh, you know what? Of course... No, I hate this. How they're giving him a voice to speak shite. We need this, and I don't think I want him. I don't think I wanted anyone even more dead. I think I want him. I don't. Do you know what? Right? Do you know what? They've done so well to wind me up so quickly, and then literally to find a corner of the internet which is very much this. This is some better for society, and just hold it out in front of you going, this is these weirdos. This is what they think. This is what they do. They whip up all this sort of all this commotion, all this sort of bullshit just to get people who don't have a okay, no, I dare say, who don't have many brain cells or to be able to go like, oh, this is what this is, to get them whipped up in a frenzy, because they'll believe anything. They will. The people will just follow the crowd. Some people will believe anything. People are gullible. So it's just, they're doing well to show me real life, and I didn't think I wanted that from Doctor Who. Social media is actually ruined. I know I'm on social media, but social media has ruined this world.
Conrad applied to work here. Kate even interviewed him.
Oh, okay.
Mom practically ignored him till the day she died.
Oh! Oh! The lying bastard!
Nice fella, paid owns 3 properties, and of course, he's a tax dodger.
Of course he fucking is. The scumbag.
Why is that containment cube outside? Imagine what happens when a dictator gets access to a time window or transduction drive. Our technology would tear the world apart.
Yep. What was it the doctor? Was it the doctor said? Imagine Americans with time travel. I think it was the doctor said it was a Riverside. Someone said that. Yeah, the technology cannot. The fact that the government has allowed this to happen is fucking shocking. How could the government not realise that how important UNIT is? Actually, hold on. Hold on. That prick listened to his fucking his podcast. It was this shithead, yeah. How are unit soldiers getting taken out by a dweeb? Where have you been, bitch? How about you just seen you now?
Stop the lift. No, wait. Let him come.
Yeah, show him what's really here.
Drop it now.
I would have shot him. I would have shot him immediately. How? I despise him so much.
You're a lying little boy that can't bear to be called
Yeah, thank you, Kate. Because this guy will put one right between your fucking eyes.
So I checked my...
Or are you a coward, like your father was?
Oh, you leave the Brigadier out of this. Yes, Kate, fucking release the creatures.
...was 100 times the man.
Fucking A.
And that gun...
Where is the Doctor and his box of tricks?
You're so lucky he's not.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling... I'm glad he's not here.
That's it, Kate.
Because he would have stopped...
Yes, Kate, release the creatures.
Evacuate.
Buddy.
Kate, we have to help him.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. You don't bring in the Brigadier. Simple as. To shreds. Kate, don't be nice. Kate, don't be nice.
An angry little man who put the safety of this country at risk.
Mm-hmm.
Everything ever worked for personal gain.
No, no, Ruby. I guess the Doctor would have wanted that, but I didn't. I didn't. I'm a vengeful guy. I dig revenge. I'm not gonna lie. And that wasn't enough. Even in his dying confession, even with his confession, I wanted it to be a dying confession. Oh, I'm sweating out of annoyance and anger. Fuck this guy. Shut up. Spit on him. Oh, we'll say that. Balls of spit on him. Now you go to prison as well for shooting someone. But also, we're entirely compromised with all this. They know the interior completely.
These two special effects are improving.
Bitch, special effects. Oh, you fucking... He's definitely known as the one-armed bandit now. Has to be. Oh, I need to see him with one arm. Need to see it. She looked good there. She looks great in that lighting. She looks great full stop most of the time.
Now in progress.
But even more so there.
Latest from Conrad will live.
But in pain.
Langs out of ICU.
But in pain for the rest of his life, right?
Good. Geneva.
Like you said, he'll live.
Geneva? Who's Geneva?
Done with unit is a hashtag. So is Hot Taser Lady.
Yeah, she is.
You're ready to talk. You call me.
Thank you, Kate. Kate's changed. Honestly, Kate's changed since Moffat's run. I'm not going to lie. She's more heartwarming since RTD took over. Because Moffat's Kate would have shot. Would have let him get ripped to shreds, by the way. Would have let him get ripped to shreds. But also would have been like, oh, well, you know, it's part and parcel. So, told you, this is what happens. We're here to, you know, save the world, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like, I like this Kate. It's a bit more nice, a bit more heartwarming, a bit more motherly. You know? And I like it. It's different to Moffat's one.
You've already got 2 mums. What do you collect them?
That would technically be 3. That's almost like, you know, Mamma Mia, but switched around for mums rather than dads. Oh, we gave him his arm back. I would have just left that as a stump. Now you're stuck in here for the rest of your life.
And then along comes this noise.
This annoying, stupid fucking noise.
Relentless cowards like you.
Oh, yes, this is great. Yes, this is great.
Taking people's insecurity and fear and making it currency. You are exhausted.
This is lovely.
I have energy to burn and all the time in the universe.
You die in a prison cell. Boiling in anger. You aren't even a footballer.
Ooh, Doctor, this is giving me... Ooh, nipple chills, shivers, goosebumps.
And get off my world.
I wanna rip his nose off. I wanna, that, oh, I despise this guy.
Did I imagine that?
No, sweetheart.
What are you doing here? You're not releasing them, are you?
Oh, I'm the governor.
The governor?
And it's your lucky day.
That's not an action. No, don't release him, governor, you bitch! You bitch! I hate him! Fuck! I'm not happy. And that guys, my reaction to Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 4, titled Lucky Day, wasn't it? I'm fairly certain it was, yeah, Lucky Day. I wasn't so lucky to experience Conrad. I really, really despise that character. I dare I say, like, pardon me. I don't think that episode hit the heights of the previous episode. Definitely not. I don't think it... Pardon me. Go ahead. I screeched in annoyance and it's triggered a cough somehow. Yeah, I think for me, this has got me the most... Yeah, this has definitely got me the most annoyed because this is seeing reality unfold in front of me. Having all this thing go on and then all of a sudden it's to do with conspiracy theorists weaponizing weaponizing people's like emotions, thoughts and fears for monetary reasons. And it is unfortunately this is the world that we live in. Like it is. And listen, I love myself a good conspiracy theory when it's fun, you know, or when it's like, oh okay. But when people when people go about and it's but about how, like, what was it? I read somewhere that people believe, there's a whole thing to do with 5G, isn't it? So people believe that the coronavirus vaccine, what happens is that there's a certain thing in the vaccine. I didn't really look into it, which again, all the conspiracy theorists were like, you should have looked into it, because if you look into it, you'd be where we are, mate. But I ignore them. But yeah, so they're like, there's a thing that's in the vaccine that basically they're saying that if the 5G masts are activated, will basically control, the government will be able to control you. And it's like, okay. Okay. So there's that one. Like I have a manager at work, great guy, but he honestly does believe that the earth is flat. He does. There's no, like, at first I thought it was a joke. But he's like, and he's one of those ones when I've gone like, okay, so if I say this to you, say this again, I don't bother with these sort of things. But I'll say, so if I say this to you and say this to you, and he's there like, no, and I'm upset. I was like, it's the only way that you will believe the earth is not flat is if you actually go into space and able to see that it's not flat. And he was like, even then I don't think I believe it. And it's like, that's the type of people you're dealing with, is that people prefer the fantasy of it all and will, no matter what, that even in the face of, with the truth in front of them, they still wouldn't believe it. At least he was honest about not believing it. And that's why I could probably still get on with him, because other than that, he's a stand-up guy. But yeah, it's that's the sort of type of people that when we argue with people, when they're online spewing all their shite, that's the type of people you get. And that's what it is, that they perfectly encapsulated the worst part of that type of person. And the way he spoke to Ruby about pretty much act like he's an adult. Again, I don't know how... for people that keep an eye on Ruby unit, I'm shocked that they let her get this close to someone that has a massive conspiracy. That has... yeah. 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 But have a look, even at the end there, with the doctor pretty much saying, listen, you're going to die in the cell. Even though all this is here in front of you, you're still not believing it. It's like, what? Like, that's, again, in the face of all the truth, he still didn't believe in what he saw. He still thought it was all lies. And when you have people like that, there's no convincing them. That's the thing. There's no convincing them. Like I said with my manager, is that that's unfortunately the world we live in, is that no matter what proof is shown in front of you, you just then stuck. Sorry. in a way with these people is that no matter what previous, they're still stuck in their ways. That again, that's their. He said, "I reject your reality." His reality is what he believes, and no matter what is said or shown or provided as proof, it's not enough. It will never be enough. So yeah, again, it made me emote this episode, and it was very doctorless in the sense we got the start, we got on with Ruby when they're fighting the Shriek, and then we got him at the end there. So it was very well put. I like those episodes. Again, if we have a look at a doctorless episode, for example, well, Doctor Light episode, look at Turn Left, for example. Great episode. That's a prime example. Again, for even to say, it's like even something like Flatline where the Doctor's still in it, but it was mainly Clara going around doing her thing. Love that episode. You know what I mean? It's like when you have these sort of things where, and I really do believe I really enjoyed this episode. I do believe that. I don't know whether it's because, again, I like talking in the moment, but obviously hindsight's a thing. When you're able to sit with your thoughts, you like to, but I don't revisit it like you know how Twitter loves a film and then 5 months later when it gets released and people then start like sort of releasing clips of it, people trash on it. I'm not that person. But, you know, I like to have a little think about it and stuff like that. But right now, in this moment, I really enjoyed that episode because it made me so fucking angry. And I just know it's going to piss off the right people. It's as simple as that. It's wonderful. Like, you know, the conspiracy theorists will come across that. And they'll hate it. They'll hate it. Good. I gotta get to my notes. That 50p. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So, that 50p at the start with the Doctor with Belinda, sorry. Yeah. It's like, it's unexplainable, like, for you. You've just seen this thing appear, and then your mother never let you get into the whole sort of, like, allowed you to be able to have those moments of, like, wonder and stuff like that. She just battered you, it would seem. But you had the 50p, you've kept a hold of it, and rather than be like an inspiration of, wow, there's so much out there that we don't know about, it was inspiration to be like, wow, some random bastard in the street years ago tried to trick me, not on my watch. It's like, so, but then again, hold on, saying that, it seemed. Oh, my nephew's making noise downstairs. I'd say maybe it was the fact that he had the interview that made him not get the job, make him go like, "Oh right, cool, I need to stay." Sorry, I couldn't do it in time. Yeah, apologies. Bless me. Yeah, maybe that's what I was. I'd say maybe that's what sent him down the bad path. But then even Kate was like in the interview was like, "Don't trust him." So maybe she saw something in him that knew what he'd end up becoming. These children making noises. It's just redonkulous. So yeah, so I mean it's yeah. I'm just going on there. It's just that opening to go with the opening again. You think that you're gonna have the Doctor in this episode with Belinda, but no, it's they're doing everything with Ruby. But yeah, but then the appearance of your man doing the podcast again, showing himself to be like almost like a Clark Kent sort of thing, where he is sort of going around all goofy and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I work here, I'm doing a podcast, I'm a journalist. Honestly, if you want an advertisement to not have kids, it's that. And then do you want an advertisement to not have grandparents or parents? There you go. There's that. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, but there's like that Clark Kent sort of vibe, you know, where it is, I'm all goofy, sort of like dropping papers, like, oh my god, should we go for a date? Like, he played it well, don't get me wrong. He's manipulative as shit. And he is a piece of shit. But well played, I guess. if game recognized game. I don't manipulate. I do. But, you know, gentle manipulation, you know, just so I can get what I want. Like, if like there's a bit of, you know, let's put it this way. If there's a chocolate that's on the plate and I'm with my partner and she's like, oh, which one do you want? I'll manipulate so I get what I want, but it looks like, you know, I'm I'm like, oh no, you have that one, you like that one. No, 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 no. But realistically, I want what I want because I know that she kind of likes it. But I mean, so I guess that's the gentle manipulation. I guess. I just think I'm a greedy, hungry bastard. Anyway, I got distracted. Let's have a look here. Yeah, the podcast. Again, the fact that Ruby went on the podcast and started talking about him. I know, listen, she's going through PTSD, okay? Actually, no, I was about to go into it, but she's right. She's good PTSD. She needs to be able to talk about this sort of stuff without, not in front of her two mums and Cherry. Cherry! Oh, God, I love that woman. But, you know, it's, yeah, she needs to be able to sort of get off her chest. And this guy was seemingly nice, seemingly interested, was willing to believe all the stuff. Again, she's had all her friends saying you're a nut job. Obviously, maybe sort of like in jest, but still love her. But then you have these conspiracy theorists like Conrad also thinking you're lying. So she has to be around people in which she can be able to express these things, because traveling with a doctor alters your life. It changes your way of seeing things, doing things. You know, as you saw, she's looking around, notice if I see something flickering, I'm like, oh fucking hell, okay, power surge. She's thinking, oh my god, power surge. There might be aliens. You know, it will mess with you. So I understand that she kind of probably would like want to look for someone out there. Remember, it was kind of like, what was it from RTD again, thinking about it was from what's that episode, Love and Monsters again. It's again, you have Linda was set up when they're trying to find a doctor, and in this sense this person set up a podcast trying to find a doctor, you know, again same as the first episode of Doctor Who, of New Who. It was your man that had things set up of the doctor through time and space. Excuse me. So yeah. So yeah, I got distracted there because I started remembering other things from different episodes. Why did I get onto Linda in the first place? Because yeah, no, that's it. Because she needed someone that sort of saw the world, or at least was aware of it more so. Because again, look. The world knows there's aliens. There's no hiding it. The Sycorax, the Cybermen, the Daleks. You know, I'm trying to think other places. Like I'm glad we're getting Earth less and less. The future kind. That ended up being the Toclafane, the Master. Yeah, I'm just the Time Lords returning. You know, when they decided to return, like, you know, it's. There's been invasion, and I'm glad that the world knows that there is, that we just get on with it now. That's what I'm all about. And I'm kind of glad that as time has gone on, we've done less world like domination on Earth, because most of the time people are like, oh, another Tuesday, oh, here we go, another alien trying to just take our world away. Oh god, you know. But yeah, I'm glad we covered that. But again, how did I get to this point? How did I get to this point? I'm frazzled. I'm absolutely frazzled. Conrad's really wound me up. Oh. The idea of the shriek is cool. The idea of the shriek, again, it's like a hunt. It enjoys the hunt. It wants you scared. It wants you frightened. It wants you feeling so way because you'll be tastier. That's quality. It's great. I love that. And again, I have to say, the design of it, the snarling of it, I was like, oh, right, okay. But then the design of it, the build-up, the shadows, seeing bits of it, the eyes, everything. But then getting the close-ups, the CGI looked great, I have to admit. Looked very, very good. But I just thought the playing that they did with when it did hunt was great. Really did enjoy that. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. And I better off mention that before I forget. They decided to do a prank to do with what do you call it? Units. And they decided to do that to be like, yeah, got you, you lying bastards. But ultimately, if it was a hoax, why would they send out a unit to take on a hoax? Surely if they know that they're the perpetrators of the lies, why would they then send people out to... Surely they would go... surely they would go, is this us? No, this isn't us. So what's going on there? Let's not send anyone. Because they know it's not us. So, like, if they know they've created the lie that is the shriek, and then you're pretending to be the shriek, and they go, no, okay, so we'll just leave as is. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, but again, that was it. Again, long tangent there, but really liked it, like the whole idea of the chase. But again, that build up of going on a date, him being that little bastard again, manipulative sack of shit. Christ, men are awful. No, okay. I jokingly make it a gender thing because it was a man in this case. But, but it can be reversed. Women can do the same thing. But or anywhere in between. You know what I mean. But it's like. It's because his thing is that this is what I mean, is that it's horrible because she's finally putting herself out there again. She's starting to trust again. He's manipulated the share of it. He's made her feel she actually quite likes him. She probably engaged with him physically as well. So she's revealed parts of her emotionally, physically, mentally to this guy that she probably hasn't done for a long time. And then here we are, him just being a weasel, slimy bastard. But again, taking her on dates, like really putting oomph in. Like this was. I want to talk about something nice, and that is the mamas and Cherry. Having mama bears, both of them there. I can't believe I didn't recognise the mam as well, the birth mother. Again, I think she's changed her hair. I think she was blonde before, and now she was there. So that threw me off. But Cherry. Me Cherry. Oh, I love her. I love her so much. She's so nice. She's so sweet. We need more Cherry. Listen, the Flinks, whatever his name, the Sphinx, the Flicks. I can't remember his name. The Sphinx. Is it Sphinx though? I can't remember. That little robot thing that's sitting there doing stuff that decides that was literally like, fuck this shit, I'm out, and got out. Put Cherry in there. She'll find everything. She'll be able to find him. Her and Mama Bear will be able to like sort of find anything. Just basically just doom scrolling Instagram. They'll find him. He also set up a fake Instagram with his top off, by the way. Because if they searched his Instagram and saw that he was a real Instagram, they would have saw he's a conspiracy theorist. And he would have saying all this shit. Surely. He played along. Anyway, but let's not get any more wound up. Just everyone in your hearts, just think of Cherry. Kate popping up. Did not expect where this story was going. Did not expect Ruby then suddenly to have a doctorless, majorly doctorless episode. Yeah, a major doctorless episode to then having Kate turn up again. Kate turn up and then again, she's seeming a lot more motherly. Again, that comment at the end. Oh, you've already got 2 mothers, so you're just collecting them. Kate's a different person on the RTD2, RTD2, yeah. Russell TF2, I had to think of it. Yeah, R2D2, no. RTD2. Different woman, and I really do enjoy it. Yeah. Again, in this part, I completely forgot the doctor comes in with Ruby. He sees Ruby, we're dealing with a shriek. Again, how he's got to think about her is this, right? He's found the TARDIS. He's decided to go in. What does he really think that they've put on a show just specifically for him and then fuck off? Because ultimately, if he's not there, no one would have seen that, and it's not been broadcasted anywhere. Only he's been able to. So why would they does he think that they've set him up just to do that? This I'm trying to find logic to this person's thought process, and 99.99999% of the time there is none. But anyway, but that whole sort of scene again, having Doctor and Ruby together was nice. I enjoyed that. Pardon me. They then go to the village. They have a little breakaway again. Them going on a little weekend away with his mates, right? And they're not boyfriend and girlfriend at that point. That's a bit. You should be. I know we're not supposed to label things, but you're meeting the friends. You're going away for the weekend. You think you would want to get things on a little bit on paper, But yeah, but then him getting to the village again. No, I didn't clock on with these fuckers. I had no. Again, that's what I mean. That's why the shock was so good because I had no idea how much of a bunch of arseholes they were. Again, they played this whole thing. They did the whole the intermittent lighting. They had the costumes. They had everything going on. Him saying I didn't take the antidote and wanted to be brave like a doctor. It just for me, I'm just like you dickhead. You're putting yourself on a pedestal in which you shouldn't be. But he really played with a story. Really put it out there, and it really did get me. It really did. It really did. The shock of it all. Wow. Yeah. What a fucker. Ugh. But that reveal, him being, again, a part of that big global conspiracy theory. The stuff he was saying to Ruby as well. Belittling her. Belittling her. There we go. Sorry. My nose is a bit stuffy. Belittling her. Like, you know, really sort of being condescending. Treating her like a child. When she's not. She's saved the universe. She dealt with gods. Multiple. Not just a god. Not just God. Gods. I can't believe they did that to our Ruby. I actually am raging about that. I'm raging about that. But, and her, she really... Oh. I literally wrote down... the think tank Conrad need him dead. That's what I wrote down. I do. I was going. And then here's the thing. Here's what I hate about the media, right? Is that the media, they pick and choose who to amplify, and in doing so, this little fuckhead was getting again. They're giving him time with Wassy and other people. I don't know who the other person was, but I know Jonathan Ross, right? But they also gave him time on the One Show to be able to amplify his conspiracy theories. As a journalist, as a media outlet, this thing was so desperate for views and clicks and monetize and stuff. Even with the BBC, like they're supposed to be doing it for money, but they're having a conspiracy theorist on their thing to amplify their fucking lies, their deceit. They have it in today in real life. You have misinformation stations, full stop, like Fox, like GB News. It's just part of it. But then you have other people that will just heighten the misinformation. It's as part of, and this thing is that people know they're disingenuous about it. I'm going on a tangent, but there is some people that are just don't who believe it and stuff. But there are disingenuous people who will do these things specifically to get clicks, to get likes, to get engagement. That's what it's about these days, and it's infuriating. That's what life has become because clickbait was a thing, and that was a thing, but now clickbait has been changed now to complete lies, and it does nothing other. It's like my partner falls for all the time, not lies, not that, but clickbait sort of stuff. She'll, for example, she'll see something at face value and then go, oh right, that makes it sound like, but she'll just take it and she not because she's like takes it, oh that's my opinion. She'll read it and just go, oh okay. And not think that doesn't alter her opinion. She'll then go to me, oh, did you hear about this or see this? And I'll go, oh, no, because I would have seen it. And I'm going, let me read into that. Let me Google that. Let me have a look. And I'll look into it and I go, no, it's not that. And I'll say that to her and she'll go, oh, okay. And I go, hey, could you stop? Could you look into it? She's like, nah, I'm all right. But it's not her opinion. But, for example, what will happen is that she'll say that to me. And if, let's say, for example, I don't come back with her like that, or if she says something and I don't understand, if I was like, what? No way. Then I'll look into it. And then I'll go back to her and say, no. But if, for example, she says to someone else who goes, oh really? And then they pass that on to someone else and there's no looking into it. He passes on. Then what becomes what then becomes clickbait becomes disinformation. And that's just going to harm more people than good, you know? I've gone on a tangent here. But this is what these fucks do, like Conrad. And the belittling of Ruby is infuriating. And then the amplified by the media. But his mum being alive as well. Of course she is. Of course he's paid for her things in the south of France. Again, really good to show. Again, they did well to literally show how much of a shithead this guy is. How, again, it is, you have misinformation. You gain money from this. You own 3 properties and your mum is living rent-free. Not rent-free, but she's living in France. Was it France? I'm fairly certain it was France. You know, again. And here's the thing. I'm going on a tangent, by the way. Here we go. I don't know if you've noticed it. This stuff really does bother me. Is that he's been able to do that, and these sort of people, again, these sort of things about misinformation, things like that. Right now, a lot of it is to do with LGBTQ+ and to do with immigration. Immigration, for example. People will say immigrants coming over here, doing this, doing that, taking our jobs, all illegals. People seeking asylum are faking. They don't actually do it. They have the cross. We should we recently in London, not in London, but parts of it, but in England mainly, not in the UK, but in England mainly, there was riots because people did misinformation that eventually that led to riots and people trying to burn down a hotel with asylum seekers in it. And that's what I mean, is that people would have this visceral hatred for immigrants. However, someone moving to the south of France, that's not an immigrant. That's an expat. That's not an immigrant. That's someone just being able to enjoy the ability to travel wherever they want. See what I mean? It's seeing it this way, but not seeing the other way. I can't. That's probably the thing that annoys me the most is you have people. Especially when it came to Brexit, if people don't know about Brexit, it's a fucking landmine. But a landmine inside a powder keg inside a nuclear bomb. You know, it is what it is. But you had people who were in Europe, living in Europe, who voted to leave Europe. And then once they've left Europe, they were like, "Oh, I didn't realize this was going to affect me." Motherfucker, you're in Europe. How did you not think this was going to affect you? I need to eat. I think I need to eat. I'm going to eat, but let me just finish my notes. He infiltrates. He shoots your man in the stairwell. So he's not only infiltrated government property. Not only has he shot someone. Hold on, let me just clear my throat before I get further into shit talking him. Yeah, he's infiltrated government property. He's shot someone now. He talks shit. He gets in, and then he starts ridiculing people. And the fact that he pointed a gun at Ruby and Kate jumped in front of her. Love that from our mother. Love that from her. But again, he was condescending. He was belittling. He was misogynistic. He was all these things specifically to do with Ruby, and it was really infuriating. But when you go for the Brigadier, and he went for the Brigadier, and he started punching below, Kate realistically should have fucking gatted him up. Should have literally 7 rounds in the chest. Don't care. Don't care. And people are like, "Oh, well, then unit would have been shut down." It's like, don't care. You don't come for the Brigadier. You don't. And I haven't even seen much of the Brigadier. But I felt so much love for the Brigadier due to New Who, when they have spoken about with the introduction of Kate Lethbridge-Stewart and Moffat, when he was writing to do with that, they would honour the Brigadier in such a fine way. Even when that has popped up in earlier episodes as well, before RTD took over. But you know what I mean? So my interactions with the Brigadier has been minimal, but I still have that compassion for him and for Kate, and for you don't talk shit about someone's parent to get one up. So realistically, should have killed him and then there. But instead, we got something more cool, which was, well, I guess more cool. More cool. It wasn't a final result, but the final solution, which is Conrad dead. But it was okay. Release the alien, get him to admit the truth, show him, and again that real creepiness of it stalking around, getting up, and then getting him to admit things on camera and on CCTV so people can see it, so they can release it. To have all that shit happen, and then him still be like, "Your special effects again, Bear. Bitch, they should have ripped." What should happen is that streak should have ripped off your arm, and then they stunned it again, and with your arm, they should have made your palm like that, and just slapped you around with your own fucking palm. That's what I would have done personally. Also, I wouldn't have given back his arm either. If I was unit, I would that would be the street's plaything. They would gobble that shit up. I'd throw it into its cell with that arm. There's no way that motherfucker's not getting his arm reattached. It would still. If someone could go, "Oh, we can reattach it," I'm like, nah, cut that. I'd literally probably kick it off the side of the building. No chance. He would need to remember that would be forever. That stump on his arm would be forever a reminder of how much of a dickhead he is. I'm sweating still out of anger. But yeah, so I'm furious about that. So I'll quickly talk about Ruby needed a break. She needed it. She needs to get away from all. Some people can't. You can't just jump straight back into life. You need to build yourself back up to it. You know, that life without the Doctor, it's so hard, and you need to fill that void with something. Some people it's Unit. Some people it's doing their own thing, like Sarah Jane. Some people it's Torchwood. Some people you just kick back and relax and realize what you've done. And when you're ready, like she said, she'll come knocking and we'll do stuff. So I'm glad we've parked Ruby to the side because I do really enjoy the actress. I really do enjoy the character. I think she's sweet. I think she gets into things really well. Like sort of like just she slots in nicely. I think Ruby Sunday really does. So yeah, I'm glad we parked to the side again. We can come back to her at some point. And the Doctor, listen, the Doctor coming to him and being like, having not actually met Belinda yet, which is interesting, but him coming in and saying, you're going to die in the cell at the age of 49. No one will know you. Things like that. It was petty. The Doctor didn't have to do this, but he knew. Sorry. He didn't have to do it. He wanted to. He wanted to put this little fuckhead in his place, and I appreciate that. I really do. The pettiness. Love it. Chef's kiss, sorry. Alright. So I love that. Two things. Geneva. Who's that? What's that? Is that he said Geneva wants, so you somebody at Geneva wants to know, so maybe that's High Command. That is a specific branch of unit. It's another god. It's something, so we need to keep an eye on what that is. And in comes Mrs. Flood as the Governor. Now, the Governor, let me have a quick Google, hold on, to see if the Governor is a previous companion. Not companion, or adversary or something. Okay, well, firstly, there is another Governor that I know, and that's from The Walking Dead, so there's that. But it appears that it looks like that this is not a character known previous, so it is a chance that she's literally just, I'm the Governor of this prison, and I'm setting you free, mate, that sort of thing, so it's very much possible that's just what it is, but I thought it might have been a previous, like, Time Lord, or villain, or companion, or friend, you know, but no. It's from what I could see, it's not. But again, of course, if there is something, you might be like, oh, it could be this, because we know there's some theories out there, and people have said their theory. So if there's but by her saying that, if there's another theory that's being brought up, let me know. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed that episode. I did. I thought it was great. So I can't wait to see if the internet agrees or if they're like, boo. You said bad things about conspiracy theories, and I'm conspiracy theorist. Boo! I don't listen to those books anyway. But I think most people will like this. I think it's good. I think people will think that it was going to be a filler, and it is kind of a filler episode. It is. Don't get me wrong. No. Listen, I don't agree with the word filler. I think anything that progresses someone's a story, whether or fleshes out characters, I don't agree in the term filler. You know. Well, maybe if it's like used so broadly, people will think that because again, there's no Doctor, it's no sort of continuing their story to do with Belinda. But I really enjoyed this as a standalone episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and that's 3 in a row where I've been like, oh yeah, that shit's great. Like, actually, because even the Robot Revolution, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't better than Lux. It definitely wasn't better than The Well, and it wasn't better than this. So I dig this episode, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here, guys. So just so you know, next week, there might be a later release date, time on the Saturday, because I come back from Mexico. I'm going to Mexico, by the way. I come back from Mexico, and I think when I touch down is when it's released. So by the time I get home, get into reaction, do the edit, etc. It might be a little bit later, but just thought I'd let you know that. But yeah, just, there's that. If you're also interested, my reaction for The Last of Us episode 4 and/or season episode 7, 8, 9 will be up late because that's when I'm away. So yeah, that's all I know. But anyway, great episode. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like the video. Comment down below what you think of this episode. What do you think of having Ruby back? What do you think of the whole twist? What do you think of Conrad, the conspiracy theorists? What do you think of Kate being mother, but also being mother that will let this alien pretty much kill you? What do you think Geneva is? Is the governor a big thing or not? Etc, etc. Comment down below what you thought of this episode. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos around here to do meet other people. Like I said, I do reactions to Doctor Who by myself, but also with my little brother Charlie. Those are released every 2 weeks on a Saturday. But next week, Saturday, it will be... what was I say it was? It was Forest of the Dead. So it's the two-part River Song with Tennant's Doctor. I also do Marvel reactions, have done since Moon Knight TV show. Most recently was Daredevil Born Again, and coming up I'll be doing Ironheart. I also did reactions to the films, Phase 1 to 3, the Infinity Saga. I did those with my mate Josh. They're a little bit rough around the edges, because when I first started the channel, but they were up here as well. I also do Star Wars reactions, have done since Obi-Wan Kenobi. I do weekly releases of The Bad Batch, and I'm currently doing Andor Season 2, and I'll be doing their future projects. I do DC reactions, I do Creature Commandos and The Penguin. I'll be doing their future TV shows as well. I'm at the moment, like I said, doing Last of Us. Coming up, I'll be doing Fallout Season 2, The Boys Season 5, the final season, Rings of Power Season 3, House of Dragons Season 3, etc, etc. So guys, if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you out there.